On midday, and it's a good day to head on outside into the garden. 10 News 5's Dabney Morgan spent the last few weeks helping us get our gardens ready for fall.
And today he's going to show us the best trees to plant right now. Here's Dabney Morgan.
Hello everybody. Well, here we are in the fall, and I know the weather may not seem like fall, but it's here and it's a perfect time to be planting. And today we want to talk about trees, and no matter what size tree we're talking about, two items that we need when we do plant is, of course, a soil amendment, something with compost to mix into the soil. And then, of course, we want to use a plant starter to help stimulate root development. Now, let's take a look at some of the possibilities in trees. First of all, we can do fruit trees. Great time of year to be planting, whether this happens to be an apple, but we could do cherries, plums, whatever. But remember, when we plant fruit trees, we have to have two. Also, we can think about the ornamental trees. This is a flowering pear. Beautiful fall foliage, as you can see by this, and of course a good sized tree. And then we can go to something that's going to maybe get a little smaller in the yard, such as the Katsura Japanese maple. This one is a dwarf tree, but look at the beautiful fall foliage that we get on it. Then moving down the line, let's look at blooming trees, things that are going to bloom in the spring again, such as dogwoods. And as you can see, we know they're going to bloom in the spring because the flower buds are already there. And these are starting to color up very nicely, such as this one's doing. Then, of course, though, we talk about trees that are coloring up for fall, that means they're going to drop their leaves. So maybe you'd rather have an evergreen tree, such as a magnolia. And again, this one blooms during the summer, but it does keep the leaves year-round. So as you can see, there are lots of trees available. Perfect time to be planting. Keep in mind, whatever we plant, we want to dig a hole twice as large as a root ball and maybe about a third deeper. Incorporate that soil amendment in with your soil, then backfill the hole and plant so that your tree ball is maybe about an inch above the soil level. That's about it. Not necessary to do any watering or anything. Now, if you're in a windy area, you may want to stake your tree. Tree stake kits are available at the garden center. If it's not in a windy area and you feel like the tree's going to be okay, great. But perfect time to be planting. If you're like myself, you lost a tree or two during the Irene, so it's a good time to be replacing those. Lots of choices available depending on whether you want something large, small, ornamental, flowering, or edible. Hope everybody has a great week. We'll see you next Monday.